Welcome back to part 3 of my video blog. I should just fuse them together, but you know what? It is not that fun if I fuse them together. You know, part 2 and part 3, and then yada yada yada. So, anyways, as I was talking earlier, and yes, this is a different cigar. The last one is a box press. This one is a round cigar. I asked, Kaylee if she had any video suggestions. As I said to you, well, I'm trying to court her. However, my phone is over there, so don't mind me as I get it. So, I am just relaxing the night away before it gets too cold to do reviews. That just leaves me with 4 reviews left to do cigar-wise. And apparently, if you guys haven't known, I want to share with you all. There we go. I was trying to do something with Kaylee. Right here. That somehow Miss Mindle, the dog I've been taking care of with Tara's help, is under a car at the moment. So she snuck in, and now she is trying to get back into the house, it seems. There it is. Hello, Mindle. So anyways, if I can grab Mindle, I will put her on video because I can. Mindle. So anyways, come here. Come here. So apparently Mindle doesn't want to come, she just wants to find a way out. So Tara will probably call her eventually. So anyways, this cigar is pretty damn tasty in my opinion. So anyways, talking about part 3. And this is probably the only video I'm going to do until Thursday, as I said, because I'm having laser hair removal. I don't know how painful it's going to be. So, I will figure it out, and we will know soon enough, you know. So, it seems pretty damn gravy in my opinion. So, what I'm doing with my hand is I'm trying to warm up this thing so it actually will fire. Because I asked my cousin about his lighter. His lighter fires it up better than most things, you know, so the problem is the weather is keeping the wine cold enough that it doesn't want to make it and burn even. So, and I'm doing a cigar review in between this video. So, anyways, so bottom line is I find this stick to be very good. However, like I said, talking about earlier thing about fly rods, I have to be very careful what fly rod I purchase. I need to talk to friends, I need to talk to family, I need to talk to other people, you know, and it's not just about fly rods, it's about video games as well. So, you know, that is another thing that's a hobby of mine. So, on that aspect. So, but on another typical news, right now the weather looks pretty damn good except for ice storm going through my hometown. That it might be good to be able to get home, you know. So, yes, this one's actually burning pretty damn good. It's a short Vitola, as they call it. Short Vitola meaning size, so, you know, and it's a really, really good stick, so. I was gonna get some more cigars, actually, but I already got 2 boxes coming, so, whoop, whoop, whoop. So, anywho, so, as you all know, my plan is Thursday I get up early. I take my cousin drives in. I would say I take the family car in. they drive. I'm blind basically in one eye, so they drive their car in. They drop me off at the train. I buy a ticket, day pass, and then I haul my butt downtown to Philomapi, my service animal there, to take the train to downtown Portland. So, as you all know, I'm going to be having a surgery on Thursday preparing me for lower surgery. Moppy's barking at whatever. There's coyotes out there. There's neighbors out there. There's other dogs. Yeah, as my cousin-in-law Tara says, Moppy is the instigator. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to taking the trip. I also want to tell you a couple things. I always wanted to do videos on the train, but it depends on where my seat assignment is. Going to Seattle, I will tell you that I will be going by business class, which means I get, well, business and coach gets what do you call it? Gets Wi-Fi free, but you can't download or stream movies. That's one of their rules. But I would use it to update Facebook and other fun stuff, and pictures from time to time. The problem with traveling train, and I'll tell you all this, is the fact that you have to make sure you have 50 pounds or less in your bag, 25 pounds or less in your carry-on. My laptop's about 8 pounds. My backpack's usually about 15 pounds, and my other bags are between 25 and 40 pounds. Or my suitcases, I should say. So what I don't take with me, I'll leave here because I will be back, and when I come back, my suitcase can take the rest. It's just I'm limited on space. I do want my new sheets, and eventually I will be buying a new comforter and a new warm blanket. I do got a throw blanket with the emojicons of the poopy. Yes, I got it after cousin-in-law Tara showed me she got one for Christmas, and I'm like, I need one. There's 2 blankets I want out on the market that are supposed to be the most warmest blankets and softest blankets. I'm gonna buy them, try them myself, even though they're just a little bit of money. Problem is, Aaron promised me a new comforter and a new blanket. Instead, Mr. Aaron, as you all know, is not around anymore. So, on that aspect. So, another news I want to share with you all that I will be getting done with this review when I'm done, because I'm going in to warm up. And I'm going to be enjoying a warm thing. I'll probably be told to strip my clothes to wash them again because, well, I am smoking a cigar. Now, this cigar is burning funny, so I'm going to have to light it yet again and hope I can burn it properly with this crappy cigarette lighter, because it's not a torch lighter. But the cigarette lighter at least does fire up and try to fix things in a timely fashion. But the fuel's almost out of this one, so I will have to see about this one or the other one. So, and yes, for some of you the video can be boring, but there is some logic in what I'm doing. Like, for example, I think I want to talk to you while I'm at it about marriage. My definition of marriage. Marriage is between 2 people that are in love. Whether it be women and women, transgender people, gay people, male and male. male and female, male to female and female to male. All of that is what it is. So, someone asked me tonight a question in a private message to their subscriber, and they said to me, Rita, can you tell me what the difference is between a male and a female, male to female, female to male, and an intersex person? Well, from what I understand, male to female, transsexual is what they said, is a man who's becoming a woman, or a female to male becoming a female becoming male, with hormones and surgery. Now, an intersex person is either born with both male and female plumbing, but one set works, the other doesn't. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, what if they have external genitalia that looks like a penis, but you don't see a vagina down below? Well, then, more likely the penis will be functioning over the uterus and the ovaries. Not everything works. I knew a person who was intersex, was born in Texas, who was born both, and they kept pushing for the surgeries, and doctors didn't want to listen. Well, they died. Problem is, their body apparently was absorbing all their periods, their PMS, even though they still had a hot dog. Of course, with that would mean their eggs were dropping, and etc., etc. Now, some people are born with multiple chromosomes, and some have prostates and some don't. Some have uteruses and some don't. And some have, it's just, you gotta figure it out. Some people are born, but at birth, some people get chosen to be boys or girls based on genitalia. I mean, as they said, it's easier to dig a hole than fill a hole. But sometimes the family tells the doctor, we want a boy, and well, look what happens. So, sometimes, but sometimes there is that rare case where both parts work. For example, very rarely does you get an erection yet you still have a period. So it's very, 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 very rare. I mean, it's very, very rare. And but mostly it is either one part or the other works. Here comes Moppy again. So, in my opinion, it's just, and so it just depends. Same goes with chromosomes, and etc. But they asked, and so I tried to explain the best of my knowledge. Now, if there's any other intersex people out there that want to tutor me, please feel free to, because, I'm learning disabled, so I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Now, if Aaron was around, he'd just lay down the entire law of what this is and what that is and what this is. And, well, let's just say, in my opinion, after laying down the law, with him, sometimes he could be accurately wrong. Well, my cousin and I were drinking one night, and completely and thoroughly we missed. As my cousin would probably say, cousin Corey, Aaron missed the boat completely on the wording and etc., or reading the law, or understanding the law, or whatever. Aaron had his own way of doing things to a point, and sometimes Aaron's point was basically a complete screw up. So, with that said, everyone, you should all know that it is pretty damn interesting learning about, things that I gotta fix this again, yet my damn lighters aren't firing up. So, by the law, as I said, that, if you understand it thoroughly, like I'm trying to explain it to you, Aaron could have screwed up talking about intersex people, but Aaron wanted to be knowledgeable to a point. But some ways that Aaron was knowledgeable, because if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have used the right words as the word genie to get my facial surgery done. The doctor would have just said no. But the doctor listened to the reasoning. It went through. Insurance was covered, and now look, the doctor wants to do more surgery. So, in my opinion, it is not bad at all, So, on that aspect. So, what can I say? Right? So, that is that things that someone asked me. Once in a while, I asked Kaylee if she had any suggestions for me, and she said for videos. No, not really. Now, back to my thing about marriage. Marriage is between all sexes. You can be miserable and be married. You can be happily married to same-sex or non-same-sex, transgender and non-transgender. It's all love. And you can be in an LTR like my cousin and cousin-in-law. So it's all damn gravy. I got one little construction issue here, which hopefully doesn't unravel. So, what else can I say to it is, when it comes to me, I want someone that's understanding, caring, and loving. Kaylee fits the bill. Aaron was understanding, caring, and loving. Aaron was always compassionate. Kaylee's compassionate. I compared Kaylee and Aaron, Kaylee to Aaron, and not in a male sense. Kaylee took offense, but if you're watching with Kaylee, it was as a person. Aaron considered himself a person. He didn't consider himself male. He didn't consider himself female. He did consider himself female in the soul, but he couldn't go through the change. So, yeah, good cigar. It is burning kind of wonky, but there's nothing I can do about it unless I get a lighter that works properly, which means either one lighter, the other lighter, or this lighter. And this lighter does not want to fire up either, so because it's getting cold enough. So let's talk about it. So with me, I want honesty in a marriage. I was talking to a guy, I can't remember his name now, Robert, that's what his name was. And Robert and I were having a great conversation about intersex people, gays, lesbians, and trans, in the military. It was just a great video, and, or not video, but a conversation piece. And Robert was just a great man. He's a gay man, I believe it is. I think he said he was gay. It was in the military. I don't know what branch he was in. But it doesn't matter, So, it doesn't matter at all. So, anyways, me and Robert had a great discussion about that. So, now about marriage, I want someone that's honest, faithful, loyal to me. And I can see the qualities in Kaylee. We still gotta meet, but it will happen. It just takes time, and we just gotta iron out a few things. My problem with Kaylee is I'm worried about her and getting her surgery in a timely manner. I don't want to see her dead. I don't want to see anything happen to her because she's a special girl. Very beautiful. More beautiful than me. But I don't wear makeup, that's why I've had the facial work done. Because I just want to pass and blend in, and as Kaylee calls me a cutie, I just want to be a cutie. So, there you have it. But I also want to have a relationship with someone who can work with me and explain things in simple terms, like Aaron. Kaylee has, for the most part. So, Kaylee understands my predicament right now, being stuck in Oregon because of the weather, and how I can't get all my bills paid and do anything else. As soon as I get home, the bills are paid and things get done. I'm down here. I can't do much, so I'm stuck. But at the same time, it is all fun, because being down here. So, what else can I say? I could talk about video games, but there's no need to right now. Fly fishing's on my mind, as you all know. That's why I'm trying to work with some people for rods. And as I said, I never talked to Kaylee. Trying to court Kaylee, I would like Kaylee to watch these videos a little in detail and give me her opinion, but, you all out there can watch them too. Problem is with me is I'm trying to get the best bang for my buck, so that's why I've asked questions. Do they have alignment dots? What's the warranty policy? Is this company going to be in business? So, for example, one of the companies I want to go through is Berkheimer. Now, Berkheimer is a great rod. Everyone that owns a Berkey rants and raves about them. Of course, a friend of mine, Amy, basically stated that it is not good for punching in the wind. Well, we don't know. I've asked many dealers, this is why I haven't bought a rod yet, a new rod that is, that the people are saying, and this is something that's funny, they haven't even done the research, they're just saying you need a 5-weight, you need a 6-weight. See, if you buy a spin rod or bait casting rod, you go down to the store, you buy the line, you line it up, and you can get between 2 pounds of test to like 150, 180 pound test line. Now, 180 is usually steel chain for salmon, which is cheating in Alaska. Last time I checked, it was in Alaska 27 years ago or so. So the bottom line is, when it comes to that, it's, simple. You buy a rod, you do that, you throw in your lures, you catch a fish, you walk out and you smile. Whereas flies, it's based on the fly length. The thinner the line, the more likely your rod's a 1 to 3. 4 is basically the all-around stream and creek rod. Creek, stream, and limestone creek, Then, as I say, spring creeks, limestone creeks, and the creeks in general. 5-weights are all-around trout rod. 6 is for more of your all-around trout rod, which can go down to a 4-line or a 5-line, or you can raise it up to an 8-weight. Problem is, you don't want to fight something on a 5-weight using 7-weight line or 6-weight using an 8-weight line, because, that's what they call overlapping. But problem is, you can. Now, I'm not an expert in all of it. Because, your tip could break trying to land a salmon on a 6-weight when you're trying to use 8-weight line. So you gotta be careful. 8-weights usually used for chromers with a steelhead and light salmon. There's an 8-weight. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you can get a nice salmon that's a 8-weight. Yeah, but if you want a heavy-duty salmon, you get a 9 for a medium to 10, and 11-weight for the heavy-duty salmon, the big guys in Alaska. 12 to 14 is usually for billfish, marlin, and sharks. Now here, small sharks, you can get a 10, but you're going to be playing them for hours. The adrenaline alone. So, I can go on and on and on about fly fishing, but it won't do any good. So, I need to do my research before I go and plunk down a lot of money on a fly rod. So that is why I'm looking into it now. I know Amy, my friend Amy is a fly fisher. If she knows my channel here, she understands what I'm talking about. But for my future courtship of Kaylee wouldn't understand one rod to another, but Kaylee shouldn't understand the basic definition of the price. You're paying $400 to $800 a rod. You better make sure you get a good damn warranty, and the guy doesn't die, and the company goes out of business. And you're sitting with a rod that you gotta put into mothballs because you can't use it because it is not being made anymore. That's the other thing, For example, as a Berkey, there's Beula's. Beula's is pretty much the same way, The guy died, Samara, the creator of Beula's. Then how do you get your Beulah service? You have to mothball it. So, you gotta look at the warranty option too. So that's what I'm doing now by emailing before I plunk down that kind of money. I'm more likely better off investing in video games or personal other things. Maybe a new computer or whatever, but I want to talk to See, I'm working on courting Kaylee, so I didn't want to just talk to her about it, but I didn't want to bring it up to her yet. She's working on trying to fight her surgery, and I don't want to sound selfish because, well, as you all know, this is right now the only money I got after selling Aaron's game that is for me to do something with. So I don't want to look like the bad girl. We're spending money that, could go to help other people, but I'm looking at something that can be, good for myself because, that's the way it is. I mean, so, and I don't want you all thinking, oh, she's a scammer. No, she isn't. She's just struggling like I am. And she's got her own problems, so, like they say, I have my own problems, she has her own problems. I don't want her being judged because of her problems. So, that said, everyone, I need to stop this review at the halfway point of the cigar and continue later. So with that said, please add and subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions, thank you, and may God bless you in everything you do.